So as you can see, I don't have any makeup on my face, obviously apart from one eyebrow here. That's kind of like the example of what I'm going to do to the other one. That is because generally when I do this sort of eyebrow routine, I tend to do it before I do any of my face makeup because I do like to conceal my brows afterwards, so it just makes it a lot easier. So like I said, this here is the end result. So I'm going to zoom you guys in and show you how I sort this brow out. So this is the before. It's more of like a natural brow, which is fine, but when I'm doing like a full glam makeup routine, I like to have something a bit more sculpted, a bit more neat, which is this brow here. So if needs be, I'll always make sure that I pluck any stray hairs. So I always use my Tweezerman tweezers. These are in the rose gold shade. Tweezerman tweezers are the absolute best tweezers out there. I've tried pretty much every single brand out there, the cheap ones, the most expensive ones, and these always come out the best. So I've just got a few little hairs underneath my brow that I'm just gonna pluck out. Next, I'm going to take this clear brow gel. This one here is from Billion Dollar Brows. It's really, really good at keeping your hairs in place. And I'm just going to start by brushing the hairs up completely. It might look a little crazy to start off with. See, it looks a little bit crazy, but don't worry, we're not going to be leaving it like this. And then I'm going to go over the top and just straighten out any of the hairs, just so there's more of a defined shape. Just like that, and instantly I think my brows are looking so much better than before. Next, I'm going to take the Liquid Brow Shaper from W7. This is kind of like a felt tip applicator, as you might be able to see. And what I'm going to do is slightly higher my arch, just because I find that flatters my face a bit more. I'm just using it on its side so I can create kind of hair-like strokes. I like this product because it's not too opaque, so it's not going to look too blocky or anything like that. Then again, I'm going to turn the pen on its side and just draw underneath the front of my brow. And I'm just going to blend that up with my fingers, just so it kind of sharpens the underneath of my brow a little bit. And then if you do want your brows to look a little bit more filled in, you can take the pen on its side again and just brush that through your brows. Again, it's not an overly opaque product, so it's not going to look too blocky. I'm then going to take the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Filler. This one here is in the shade Medium Brown, and it's got a really, really strange applicator, as you might be able to see. And this just adds a little bit of a tint to the brows, makes them look a little bit more fuller thanks to the fibers. So I'm just going to again brush that through, and because we've already put the clear brow gel in, this kind of gives your brows a bit more texture as well. I like to frown a little bit and spike up those front hairs. And then again, do the same as before and just kind of brush them down. And then last but not least for the brows, I do this because I like my brows to look a little bit more perfect, but you can skip out on this if you either have a very, very steady hand or you just want a bit more of a natural look. So I'm going to be carving them out using the NYX Full Coverage Concealer. I'm just going to take a small little flat brush. And what I'm going to do to start off with, just again to sharpen off the front, is just draw a little line underneath the front of my brows. And then conceal under my arch, and any mistakes you've made, you can kind of just brush them away like they never happened. And then on the top of the brows, you can obviously do the exact same and go all the way around them, but I like to focus it mostly on the tail of the brow. Other than a few little mistakes that I might want to correct, I'm going to keep the front of the brow free of concealer just so it looks a little bit more natural. I'm then going to take a little fluffy brush. You can obviously use a sponge, your fingers, whatever. So this is why I might do my brows before my foundation, just because then it makes it a lot easier to apply makeup around your brows instead of applying them over the top in case you make any mistakes. And then to even them out, I'm going to add just a little bit more of that Maybelline Fiber Filler. And that's it.